to our show Coffee Everywhere at E-Life Media, the ultimate media outlet here in Capitol Heights, Maryland. Talking, it's Fab One and Miss China, and we're here talking about Prince. We welcome any callers at 240-455-5934. We're talking about how he made you feel when you saw him, when you heard about him, anything you want to speak about. You can call us right on the line now.
Yeah,
what were we saying, Miss China?
Yeah, back to Prince about his sexuality and the things that he was going through in life. But I just thought that he was just in my mind, a very spiritual person. That's just my opinion. And how he failed is how he dressed. So I don't know if you understand what I mean.
I mean, I'm understanding it. So
if he was having a good day, that's what he showed. If he was having a bad day, that's what he showed.
So what if your son have a day and he feel like that, and he come downstairs with his boots on, so it's not his boots, your boots, and your top and your pants, and he say, well, Ma, I seen Purple Rain, I like Prince. Like, so you gonna say, well, sing it then, Purple Rain it on out.
Go ahead. If that's what you feel like doing, go ahead.
Oh, well, I ain't going like that.
But at the same time, I'm not going like that.
Oh, okay. I personally, with all this going on, it brought a new thought process or something. Some stuff I had to think about in my head, because myself, if my son come downstairs with some boots on and some heels, I don't care how good he sing, we got a problem.
Yeah, we do.
I understand your artistic. Maybe that has to happen early in life, because we as beings, we do all think and come up and think different ways. You got girls that are tomboys, right, and boys that act a certain way, but that's just natural as you're coming up. Right, and then the things you're taught and the things that are put in your head is right and wrong.
I wonder if Prince, when he was younger, has always dressed like that. Was that a thing that he did when he was a kid, or was that just why he was performing on stage?
I thought about that too. I saw some pictures of him on his basketball team in middle school, and when he had on his basketball uniform, but it didn't show anything.
Right.
I haven't seen anything like that. Now, ever since I saw some videos and stuff, maybe like when he was 19, I saw a Soul Train video. He was still dressed like that with his hair, but then back then, that was kind of the style.
Right.
You could look, he might have came up under the Isley Brothers, like we did. Now the Isley Brothers, they dress, flamboyantly, and a lot of the stars and stuff back then had, perms and hair, and he just stayed with his times.
Right.
I mean, as far as I saw back with his dressing
But my thing is that bothers me is just that people pay attention to so much of celebrity lifestyles and what they do. Mm-hmm. Like, to me, if you're talented, do your thing. Don't worry about what nobody else think about you. If he wore heels, he dressed like with an open shirt or whatever. All I know that Prince was talented. So
I mean, but then I mean, I understand that, but then the more access you get to the public, the more kids that get to see you, or the more people that get to see you, in some sorts of ways, we do have more responsibility. Yeah. We have rappers that are very popular. They get out there and they say all types of things, and they're not a good influence.
No, it's not. And a lot
so
of
should we just let their talent shine? Their talent is shining, or is it a talent? Mm-hmm. Is getting up and calling women bees and hoes, and you thugging it out, and you killing, and you hold your pistol like this and that and that, and it's bad, but it makes this company and this person a lot of money. So people tend to give them a pass, because just like you have Prince, you have a gospel singer, you could take CeCe Winans or anybody you want, and you have Young Thugger. Say they all get awards. So everybody, okay, you got Young Thugger and you got Pistol Pete over here talking about killing, black on black crime, our women are hoes and bees. Then you got Prince right here, he right in the middle. I mean, he woman, man, he's love, he's just total love and sexuality. And then you got we have our CeCe Winans and our gospel singers, where they talk about God and Jesus and what they believe. All three of these are different, but when they get up there to accept them awards, they say, I want to thank God.
Yes, that's true. That is so true.
And I think that's where some people have a divide with the whole sexuality thing, because it's like we're letting certain things pass because of money, and we're letting certain things pass because of fame, or we're letting certain things pass. So we as a community, as a people, we got to make some decisions.
Right. I always been told that don't let the fame get to your head. Whatever you do, just don't let it get to your head.
Yeah, and we see a lot of people that do that and that don't do that. That was good. I really hope a lot of people
tuning in and listening to what we was talking
tuning in and tune in next week to see what we're going to be talking about and get into and you can even talk about this subject if you want. But thank you for joining us, and we'll be back next week, Monday morning, Coffee Everywhere with Fab One, Miss China, and we'll have some special guests, maybe some singers in here. But thank you very much, and we'll see you and talk to you next week. Bye bye.
Thank you.